Welcome back to TPK UK TPK UK TPK UK.
No,
I'm stuck
UK.
in a loop. No UK.
We all K.
Welcome back to UK TPK. It is the middle of the end. Our adventures in the Adventurer's Pyramid have defeated the wicked druid Belloc. They have defeated his army of Twigblights. They have rescued Sharwyn Hercreel from her unfortunate tree-like thrall health status. Unfortunately, Sir Bradford's medical situation was beyond that of their healing abilities. But they have accomplished that which they came to the Sunless Citadel to do. Their only task now, return to the surface, argue about how many doors they're going to open, and deal with the consequences of all the choices they made along the way. That's right, all the choices.
No!
Let us quickly rejoin our adventurers who are now an exciting level 3. Adina Hurley, you're first. Do you want to tell us what level 3 brings to you?
Well, it seems like I woke up knowing a whole lot of spells.
How many is a lot?
I don't know how to use them. Well,
okay.
3 cantrips and 2 first level wizard spells.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good.
Not bad.
Tiff Armit, how are you? How's level 3 treating you?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. I got myself some magic stones and some new healing abilities, and also I'm super strong right now. So
Nice.
There we go.
Does
24 hit points. Super stoked about that.
Does Fox change at all, or is Fox is not like a level 3 Fox now?
Yeah, he's level 3 fox. He can sniff mice from a further distance.
Okay, good. Canon.
I love my useless weasel.
Liz Miles, you spent many a minute perplexed about your myriad choices for what level 3 would mean to Velo. How are things going?
Yes, okay, good. I'm looking at my spell list and like, what are all these things? And I sort of see there's a very lot of choices here. But the most important thing is that thanks to my demonic doodah, I now have a familiar who can look like a spider and many other things.
That is horrifying. James Thompson, I hear that you have pursued higher education. How's it going?
Yes, Nox, between adventures, has gone to the College of Glamour and can now dance in a sexy fashion.
Wow, triple threat. So, Mike Hurley, how's it going with Max? What does level 3 mean for Maximilian Thundercliff?
Maximilian Thundercliff is bigger, badder, and stronger than ever. 28 hit points. He is now expert in martial combat. He can help his friends out and move them out of the way of damage. He can react lickety-split to a missed attack and attack again. And he's also a blacksmith, so...
Okay, wow.
Yep.
So, perhaps the only of our adventurers who could perhaps choose a lifestyle back in town that would support them.
Hey, sexy dancing gets you a long way.
Okay. And last but not least, Jason Snell. Welcome to level 3. I know you've been level 3 before, but you've never been level 3 with Furian. How's it going?
Furian is, he's lived a while and learned a lot, but realized there were things he needed to learn as an adventurer. And now that he's level 3, he is excited. He's gotten to learn some new spells and cast more spells than ever before. And so, he's just enthusiastic to finally be an even more advanced adventurer.
All right. So it is, it's hard to know the passage of day and night here in the grove beneath the Sunless Citadel, but you have taken a long rest. You have perhaps laid Sir Bradford's remains to rest. Sharwyn Hercreel is with you now as you're a part of your adventuring party. And now you just got to get out of the Sunless Citadel. It's like a whole other adventure, but in reverse. And when I say whole other, I mean the same thing we just spent like 12 hours doing. So, what's going to happen next, friends?
Guess we got to move. Should we investigate like the corners of this map? Is there anything that we haven't seen in this cavern that we should check out? Is there maybe a secret exit, or do we have to go back the way we came?
I wouldn't be able to tell you if it was a secret exit because it wouldn't be a secret, but nice try.
I have a question.
Yeah?
James, how many hit points do you have now?
I have 21.
Oh, then Tiff, welcome to Tank Club.
Hey!
You're 24, right? You've just
Yeah.
this up, James.
Wow. Yeah, but I've moved more in a sexy.
Yeah, you got the sexy club.
Yeah.
So
went to
I'm
the
a
soft-
sexy tank.
Does
You went to the softer section.
Tony, does Sharwin know any? Does she remember anything about this that she could tell us that will help our knowledge of this area?
You know, Sharwin says, she recounts to you the story of how she and her brother teamed up with Sir Bradford and another ranger to go in search of the tree because this seemed like a thing worth exploring and worth knowing, and she says that it was not too far into the dungeon. They did talk their way past some kobolds, when unfortunately there was a fight with some goblins led by a fierce hobgoblin, and they were captured. I believe, unfortunately, her brother died as a captain, killed by the hobgoblin leader of the goblins, who you may know, in an act of rage. And then eventually they were delivered as captives to Belloc. She says there were some very strange things after that. It's a bit hazy, but she remembers being fed some kind of sap against their will. And after that, she's not really sure. And the last thing she remembers is kind of stabbing at Belloc and then waking up the next morning.
Can we do a real quick search of just this area to see if there's anything that we've missed, especially along the edges, if this is truly like a dead end or if there's some other way out of this cavern?
Should we all roll some
All
perception checks?
Yeah, roll some perception checks. I'm going to reveal some stuff on the map for all of you.
9.
4.
12.
4.
4.
4.
8.
18.
There we go.
Hey!
I got one good one. That's good
All right,
news.
Al Scorcho spends some time scouting around, kind of mapping the perimeter of the cavern. The large natural cavern that once held the Galthias tree does not seem like it has any other kind of side passages off it. There's a big nook off to the northwest here, which has some saplings and whatnot that it looks like Belloc was cultivating, but it seems like there's no way out other than the way you came in. And all of though some of the trees look like they might someday be a little menacing, all the ones that are twig blights have been dispatched.
Should
I guess we
burn
go-
all the trees?
Oh,
I'm a little concerned that that's gonna. Well, I mean, if we get out of here right away, if there's smoke from the fire, I guess that might make us look more impressive, right? If we emerge from with all the smoke of the burning trees behind us, and we emerge to those goblins that are up to the north.
Yeah, with some pyrotechnics going off in the background.
I'm slightly fire resistant, so you guys can go out first and I can follow.
We're all really good at setting
Okay,
things
so
on
just-
fire too,
we
so
are,
I think
yeah.
that's a good idea. I think we should set these as we're leaving. I think we should set this stuff on fire so that it doesn't grow
Max
and
is
menace
gonna
other
make a
people.
move because he
Yeah.
has neither fire
Pretty harsh.
resistance or fire abilities. So I'm just gonna start moving out. Well,
All right, so we'll say that you do a coordinated burn. You set fire and chop up anything that looks like it could be the potential to be a mean tree or bush
yeah,
or
I can
plant.
chop some stuff down.
Yeah,
create
you all
a
work
kindling.
together as a
Control
team.
burn. Yeah.
Yeah. So it is getting smoky because you are burning a lot of trees inside a cave, and then you decide to head out. So why don't you move your tokens toward the
Oops, forgot about
the
this.
What lie did we tell them?
yeah. This is going to be the best part of the adventure. Is which of your
What lie?
What was the lie? Weren't
Well,
we a bug? Someone was a bugbear then?
I still look like the head bugbear.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Or
Am I
maybe
meant to be a bugbear?
maybe after a long
Who's my
rest.
spider?
Yeah, I
Spider.
think you don't.
you could
have to
if you
cast it
chose
again.
to, but yeah, you'd
Yeah.
have to
Did you
cast
say
again.
that we killed Nate the bugbear? Maybe that's
I've
pretty
got to move 2 things.
Sorry, Valen.
I can calm the emotions of all these goblins, but
Oh,
That's true.
I can go spy with my spider. Whee!
Or we could just line up.
Just
everyone
remember
as
your
one of
spider
those
probably
cone
only has, like,
spells
one
and
hit
just,
point, I
like,
bet.
straight up obliterate them. In the
Firstly, I can check that, and secondly, if it dies, I can just recast it. Ha
All
ha
right.
ha.
So you kind of march out of the smoking crater that is the former grove where Belloc was creating his evil plant creatures, and you return to a room you were once before, totally backlit with black smoke billowing out behind you. No one is coughing. You all look super cool and awesome. And you parade into a room or at least within sight of a room, with a good half dozen or so goblins that were doing some kind of excavation work before, I believe. However, several hours have passed since then because you had a big fight and a long rest. And there looks like about 7 goblins hanging out here. They're all just kind of sitting on the floor. It looks like they're playing an assortment of dice games. And
Oh boy.
they turn and look at you with kind of a bored expression.
So are they playing D&D inside D&D?
We don't
go like
Tensies.
Inception style into a new adventure.
Okay, I think
What if
Vela-
this whole adventure was just a goblin playing dice games? So
Oh no.
So Vela pops in, she does a little wave to these guys, and it's like, "Hi guys, no biggie, see you later," and goes here.
That worked. Good
Yeah,
job.
I mean, are they gonna? Are we just gonna like wave and act like we belong here and take off?
is that what you
Yeah.
want to do?
Confidence is key.
Yeah. I've got a persuasion +7 now, so I think I could tell them anything.
All right. So
Also, there is the truth, which is that guy is dead, and his reign of terror is over, and we killed him, and now we're going to leave.
I like the truth.
We freed you, fellow goblins.
Yeah, of course, none of us speak Goblin apart from Max, so he'll have
Yeah,
to tell.
what do you want me to tell them?
That-
Just that.
We freed you.
So, Max, you go into the room. You want to do? You just want to? I mean, I don't even know what kind of check is this. I don't know what you're persuading them of.
Nothing. I'm just telling
Yeah.
them what's happened.
They
Or is
look
it
at you.
intimidation of like you're gonna, we freed you and now we're gonna take off? Like, don't mess with us.
Also, we're all covered in frog blood.
You tell us, DM.
You
I
guys,
feel
you
like
guys
this is
didn't,
pretty
you guys didn't
intimidating.
mop up the frog blood. You slept in frog
No, we
blood.
set it on fire.
It's good for the complexion.
Is it?
Well, if you're a dragon.
Okay.
Night mask.
Canon. So the goblins don't look particularly menacing. It seems like without supervision, they have basically kind of quit doing their jobs and are just hanging out here, waiting to be told what to do. They see you coming, and none of them even really stand up. I mean, they've got weapons, but they're not holding them.
Great.
They just look at you kind of bored.
We're out of here.
All right, you walk
Say hi
past.
and leave.
All right, one of them waves at you.
Wave back. Nox waves back.
Yeah. All right. So, so you make your way past the goblins that Belloc had doing excavation work here, and you head north, following the tunnel back toward the grove structure. You can just kind of skip along ahead. You backtrack, I believe. The next place maybe to check in, you head through a ruined library. You are at the Dragon Shrine. I think the last time you were here, you were being accompanied by a bugbear gardener. Is that true?
Right.
Yes.
Do you want to stop and do anything in the Dragon Shrine, or just keep going?
Does anyone want to try and make this thing work?
Yeah. It was,
Okay.
The last time we were here, there was some text on it, I think, which I could read. Which I will read again because I forgot.
This is like stand on the square and be struck by lightning, something like
Or
that.
it was like perform some magic on the square or something.
Has anyone stood on the square?
Do one of your sexy dances.
Well, I'm reserving that for
Sexy dance. Sexy
special
dance.
occasions.
Okay, how about I cast a little bonfire
Tiny
on that
wheel.
square?
Sorry. I don't
Why
know
don't
why
we-
would I chant that.
Thank
goes-
you for
We
picking up what
read
I put
again
down.
The message.
Why don't I read what's written on the statue again? Because I've forgotten.
Nah. Let me find the thing because I forget.
Hey guys.
So there, you made your way through the dilapidated library, and this is specifically a Chardalon's. I'm never sure if I'm saying that name correctly.
Yeah.
A Chardalon's shrine. It looks like there's some kind of circle, and written in Draconic, Nox, it says, written around the circle, "Let the sorcerer's power illuminate my spirit."
Okay, well, I'll pass that information on to our main spellcasters.
I can read it too.
Okay.
Saying.
It is written in Draconic, if it matters. So.
Yep.
Oh, when did you learn that?
When I was born, I guess. Or
Yeah, that one.
right after.
Yeah.
Well, we
Could
had
do
a
like
dragon.
course
I
or
didn't want to
something.
show off.
So, do we have a sorcerer?
Ah.
No, but we could just do magic anyway.
Well, we could try illuminating it. Does anyone have any illumination-y things?
Oh, sure.
Fire.
Not
Yeah,
fire.
I have a
Magic.
produce
There's so
flame
much fire.
illumination.
How about
thing.
this? How about this? I'm going to step on the square and cast light on the statue.
Okay.
Ooh.
See.
I'm gonna back away.
You cast light on the statue. That does not seem to do anything to the statue, but as you cast light on it, lighting up the room quite brightly, Furian, something strange. You notice that there is a shadow behind the statue that was, kind of cast by the normal light in this area. And when you cast light, the shadow does not, it's like it does not make sense. Like it's not where it should be given the source of the light that you just created. And in fact, the shadow moves forward to attack you.
Harsh.
This is a
Shadow
shadow.
boxing.
If only we had that.
Let me just find my shadow stat block here.
Good
I
thing we
think you're
didn't try
surprised
this
by a
before.
shadow.
Wait, how do we attack shadows? It's a shadow.
More light.
Yeah.
Get rid of all the shadows in the room so it can't hide from the light.
Ooh.
Yes.
Or lots of fire.
That just mean you turn the lights off?
So are we attacking the shadow?
The shadow is attacking you. So Furian, because you have invoked the shadow's, I guess wrath, the shadow glides out at you and is
Creepy.
going to do an attack on you.
I don't like that gliding. That's no good.
Yeah, it's not good. Furian, 15 to hit.
So I can enter the Blaine song as a bonus action. Can I do that if it's not my turn, or can I not do that?
A bonus action is something you do on your turn.
On my turn. Okay, well then I am hit.
All right, you are going to take 9 necrotic damage.
Ouch.
Also, your strength score is reduced by 1.
Is this where the magical sword is useful?
Yeah, I've got one of those.
Um,
But I'm sort of standing away at the back.
Might
And at
have
this
it
point,
coming.
I'm going to suggest you all roll initiative.
Yay!
Okay.
Yay. Oh, come on.
Okay, 16.
19.
8.
Yeah.
The shadow rolled 22.
I rolled a 1.
Come on, let me type.
Do you have a modifier to it, Vela?
Is there an initiative modifier?
Probably.
Ooh. No,
might be
I
0.
do not. My initiative
Oh.
modifier is +0.
Oh, wait, I have an initiative modifier. Why did I never actually notice
I
that?
always
ever?
forget about
Why
that.
is this? Does
So,
never mind.
so the initiative where I've got +3, was I to put that on every initiative roll
Yes.
we've ever done?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Guys,
Sorry.
guys, we have to start the adventure over. We did
I
some.
didn't
Yeah.
realize until our third session that you could, when you rolled for against AC, that you added the hit number to it.
That's
That's how we
good.
learn.
Okay. Well,
Is it? Is it? How
my-
we-
Oh, that's why you had the failed attacks.
So I was failing a lot.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Ah, okay. Well,
You're slightly
we've
better
all
at
let-
Dungeons and Dragons now. So.
Yeah.
Yep. 4 sessions in.
All right. It looks like, unfortunately, I've got everybody in there. It looks like the shadow is going to get to go first.
Uh-oh.
God.
Furion, how many hit points do you have left?
8.
Oh, no. All right. Let's see what happens.
Shouldn't have stood
There's
on
a
the
lesson
square.
here about messing with shadows.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Statues.
defeat the big boss and we're all going to die to a shadow that we woke up.
Well, Furian is.
See ya.
Everybody else just
Furion,
goes,
22 versus AC?
Yeah, uh-huh.
All right, hold on.
Oh, God.
You're going to take 9 necrotic damage, and
All right,
your
so I'm
strength
down.
is reduced 1 again. So, Furion is unconscious, finally! A victory for Tony.
Oh my god!
The most important part of this podcast. Tony Sindel, our Dungeon Master, claims another soul. No, you're just unconscious. You're not dead yet. You are dying. You are dying, which is not great.
I've been there. I lived.
Well, you have
Yeah.
all those potions, right?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Who? Important tactical note. Who's carrying those potions?
Yep. We gotta.
Furian.
Yeah, we gotta go.
we can take it
Furian
from
probably has the potions. And
All of them? There's 3. You may want to, there's an eggs
All
and
right.
basket situation here.
He was kind of our keeper of stuff.
Yeah, you know what? That was working great till a shadow murdered him. That shadow's going to steal all your money, guys.
We're going to have an angry dragon at the other end of this.
Yeah.
Where's all the treasure you promised me? Well,
About
A
that.
shadow came.
I've invested it heavily in, Bugbear Gardens or something. I don't know.
bugbear cryptocurrency.
Yes. So, Furian, while we wait for your turn, this is a good time for you to review the rules on death and dying.
I know how they work. Yeah.
Yep. Max a million Thundercliff. A shadow stands over your fallen friend.
So, does anybody know anything about shadows that I should know? Okay, then I'm gonna go and try and attack the shadow. So
I mean, hit it with an axe, and if the axe goes straight
this
through,
is
we all run.
what I'm wondering. So, I
Tony,
will,
did you
in
roll
fact-
for Sharwin? Or should
No.
I do that?
You should do that.
Okay. It's an 8, so not that exciting.
We are looking at a battle. I'm going to swing my battle axe of a 17 against AC.
That will hit the shadow. Your blade
Excellent.
cuts through the shadow. It's a little bit like chopping smoke, but there's a little bit of resistance. You think you did some damage? Roll damage.
11.
I am going to tell you, it does not feel like you did 11 damage to that
Yeah,
shadow.
it did. I could tell you it felt like that, but
Well, all right. Nox, you're up next.
Well, I think we should. If we can hit it, then
we
can
can
do
hit
damage.
it, but it's clearly resistant against melee attacks.
Did some magic.
So if you have magic, I think you should try magic.
Or Glower, if you have.
Most
Yeah.
of my magic is about disguise.
No, use
and-
this longsword.
Yeah, I guess I've got a magic weapon. Let's try the magic weapon.
We
Yeah.
learned that it works on magical creatures.
Yeah, okay. I am going to hit it with the Shatter Spike.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or attempt to, at least. I roll 18 plus 3. 21.
That will hit. Roll damage.
Okay, now what did... There were some bonuses with this thing.
It's got a crazy bonus to attacking objects, which this is not.
Yeah.
Please don't objectify the shadow.
Right, okay.
The shadow has hopes. It's not like a fully fleshed out person because it's just a shadow, but it has hopes and dreams.
Well, its hopes and dreams are about to take 8 damage.
All right, 8 damage to the shadow. The shadow is barely there. It's just kind of a darkness in the air hovering
It is a
above
shadow.
Furian's
How are
body.
we damaging
Myself.
a shadow?
It's magic.
Don't question
With
the
a magical longsword is the answer to this situation.
How can
Yeah.
a shadow
Okay.
damage us?
Fair enough.
I mean, yeah.
So, magic users.
Also good
pile
question.
in.
Also a very good question.
All right, Sharwin.
Sharwin points at the shadow, and a bolt of cold energy erupts, and it's 13 versus AC.
That will not hit the shadow. The shadow darts about,
Shucks.
avoiding the attack. Olena.
So, how far is the shadow from me?
10 feet.
10
Looks
feet.
like 10
Two
feet.
squares.
10 feet.
10 feet. Okay.
Yeah. You're thinking this is a ball bearing situation?
I think shadows is probably the least.
I just like this how the shadow does not have feet. It just kind of fades away translucently toward the ground.
I
So,
feel that I've lost. The opportunities are very far in between now that we're moving into magic territory and
Yeah.
trees.
If you have a
But,
magic
I'll keep the
attack,
hope
that's
up.
the thing to do.
Oh, sorry.
Maybe them.
You probably need a magic attack to hit it.
Yeah. So I have a firebolt that is
That'll do
within
it.
120 feet. So let's try that. This is the first time I'm using a cantrip. So am I rolling a d20 and I'm adding the spell attack modifier?
Yeah, you should
and-
see in your actions. You should actually see firebolt
Oh.
with your plus whatever to
Oh,
hit.
right. So
So it's like a
I-
regular attack.
Okay, so D20, that's 19 plus
21.
plus 3, 21.
Okay, that'll definitely hit.
And that's a D10 damage.
Roll a D10 damage.
It's 1. Tell me it had 1 left.
1 fire damage.
And in fact, it does not seem to have any effect on it.
Oh.
Oh, well, now we know.
Furian, what
very
happens when
valuable
you are
lesson.
dying on your turn?
I roll a death save,
Mm-hmm.
and I rolled a 14.
So what does that mean for our listeners?
That means I succeeded once, and I keep rolling every turn, and if I get 3 failures, I die, and if I get 3 successes, I'm stable?
What's the failure, Jason?
I believe below 10.
All right.
And I believe with 3 successes, would you just get back up in 5th edition, I
I
believe?
gotta look that
Okay.
up, but it's a long
All
way
right.
off still.
Yeah. L, there is still
Somebody
a
could,
shadow.
by the way, somebody could heal me and get me back
Yeah,
up
I was
on their
gonna
turn if they
do that
wanted to
next
do
time.
that.
I
if
wouldn't
nobody else
worry.
does.
Either with a
wouldn't do that.
potion or
Furian,
with a spell.
Furian has been dead weight. It's time to cull the
potion
herd.
that you-
Think about, you guys are about to cash in the money. How many different ways do you want to split it? L, it's your turn.
So if Furian's carrying potion, can I go get it off of him and give him one?
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
Yeah. All right.
That,
I'm gonna
that
go.
would
up-
probably be your turn, is to rush over, search him, and administer a healing potion.
Yep. That's what I'm doing. I'm
all right.
picking through all his pockets, found the potion, and I dumped it in his face.
That'll teach him.
Caring way.
That'll
I'm
teach him
very
to cast
caring.
light on statues willy nilly. So, Furian, I almost called you Peter. That's a different character.
Different character,
Yeah, Furian, you get some healing from that healing potion.
What
You
does
should
the
look that
healing
up.
potion give me? Do
It
we
gives
know
you-
what's the... Tony, do you know what a healing potion is?
I'm looking it up because I think it's like 2d4. It's 2d4 plus 2 hit points. It's the potion's
Who
red
rolls it,
liquid.
me or him?
Glimmers when agitated. I feel like if you're administering it, Tiff, you get to roll it.
Oh, so I get
Oh,
the.
all right.
I get to roll D4 twice.
2d4. Yes, or
And
what
then
you
add
said.
2.
All right. I got a 4
Yeah.
Ooh.
and a 2.
8 in total, right?
Thanks, Mike.
I got you.
All right, you feed Furian some red Gatorade, and Furian, you're probably doing a little better now, right?
Orange. Orange
Furian
the
is
better one.
awake on the floor looking up at a shadow.
Velo, you are the last to go before the shadow kills somebody. What will you do? I mean, sorry. Spoiler. You are the last to go before the shadow goes again.
Bit harsh. Very upset because I thought I got another cantrip at this level, but it turns out it's level 4. So I'm still stuck with bloody bonfires.
That-
Where's the shadow?
Right over Furian. If you set Furian on fire, you might get the shadow in him.
I could set everyone on fire and get the shadow.
Curry
Fire
favor
doesn't
with the
work.
dungeon master.
Can I
Yes,
use one of my cool new spells on this?
you could. It might be overkill, but you could.
The
Not the
overkill killer.
point. Come on. What's this? Can I use the cool new spell? Thank
You'll
you.
be burning a spell slot, though.
I can never tell when Liz is yelling at her computer and when she's yelling at me because it kind of sounds the same.
Sorry.
I feel like
don't really
probably
need-
I operate a similar place in her
Beep boop.
headspace as her computer. Beep boop.
Do you think aiming 3 rays of fire at the shadow might be overkill?
Yes, because it is.
I feel like this is the one where I
Fire
have
doesn't work.
fire situation.
On one hit, it takes 2d6 damage, and there'll be 3 hits.
Liz,
I think save this for like.
Firebolt.
Oh,
Firebolt
fine,
has
fine,
no
fine.
effect, so fire may not.
I'm
work
going
at
to-
all.
Need a
I'm going
different
to
type
use
of magic.
Oh wait, it has to be magic.
Magic
Yeah.
and not fire.
What?
My
Fire
sword
didn't
worked.
Work. Firebolt
Is
did not
poison
work.
spray? That's like magic, isn't it?
It is like magic.
I don't. In my head, I've got a little squishy bottle, but that's not actually what it is. Okay,
It's a magic
I
squishy
use-
bottle.
Yeah. Okay, I move here because it needs 10 feet, and I'm assuming that's a doodah, and I go scoosh scoosh, and it needs to beat a Constitution 12.
Let's see. It rolled a critical. It is critically successful at not being poisoned. Does it take any?
Boo.
It takes. I assume it takes no damage if it avoids that.
No, it doesn't.
All right.
Rude.
I think the shadow is next. I think the shadow is still affixed to Furian, given what
Oh, boy.
Furian's. Well, actions have consequences. So Furian, let's see how do you feel about getting another strength drain? 20.
Yep.
Enjoy 9 more necrotic damage and your strength being reduced by 1.
Furian's back down.
Oh,
He's never left the ground. He's unconscious again, having taken
We
another
might leave
blow.
him there. Might be
We've
for
got
the
more
best.
potions. It's okay.
Maximilian Thundercliff.
All right. Max drops his shield. 2-hand battle axe time. I'm taking this thing down.
It's a non-magical battle axe.
Max is not doing this. 11. 11 against AC.
Did you remember to add the stuff this time?
Yeah.
All right. You fail to connect with the shadow. Nox.
Right, magical sword worked last
Yep.
time. So magical sword, shatter spike. I roll 15 plus 3, 18.
All right. Roll damage.
1d8
Kill him,
plus 1. 7 plus 1, 8.
You slice at the shadow, and it evaporates, and it's like it was never there.
Yay!
Hey.
Yay!
Except for the fact that you're in.
Furian is now
Furian
on the
is
ground
nearly
again.
dead.
What is our
Another
exciting
potion?
prize
Anyone?
for this trouble we've caused?
No, it's,
Do we
I
want to
mean,
do a potion, or do we want to have somebody heal him?
I have
Potion.
4
Save
slots.
the spell slots.
I think potions are probably actually more useful as backup than spell slots.
Okay.
I have
maybe- I don't know
4
if
spell
that's good.
slots and a cure wounds.
Doesn't
with
somebody have a
touch.
healing word that is
I
just
do.
a,
I have
a
2
minor
healing.
action?
Minor
I
actions
can
are
do
not
a-
a thing in 5th edition.
Oh. Somebody
have
have a healing
some-
word that's not a spell slot?
I think they're always spell slots.
They're a
but
spell
yeah.
slot, okay.
I'm okay with using a spell slot because I have 4.
I could heal you if we all sat round and had a short rest, and I could do a song or something. But otherwise, I think
Did we get anything out of this dragon, or did we just lose hit points?
You cast light on the statue, and that seemed to disturb a strange shadow creature that lived behind the statue, causing it to attack Furian. That is what has happened so far.
there's probably
Can we
more to
smash
it.
the statue?
It's quite big. You could.
Somebody
you could-
want to heal Furian before he rolls a death saving throw?
I could go either way.
Sorry.
I'll heal him. I can heal him with a touch, and that's a 1d8 plus 2. So I will.
Want to roll it?
Yep, got you. I got you, bro. Got a 6 plus 2. That's an 8.
All right.
All right. Did we learn anything today?
Yes,
Don't play with
mess
shadows.
Let's just get out of
dragons.
here.
All right. I mean, do you want to do anything else? So far, you did. This was in reaction to you casting light. There are other things you could do if you wanted, or you could leave and never set foot in this accursed chamber again.
Furian.
What did the text say again? Something with fire. Can we at least try?
No, it's
It was a
cast light.
sorcerer illuminating.
Let the sorcerer's
Okay.
power illuminate my spirit, written in Draconic.
Okay, he did that. Didn't go well. Now we can
He
go.
wasn't a
The
sorcerer.
sorcerer's power illuminate my spirit.
We illuminated. There was a shadow. It was a trap.
Yeah, but spirit, is there something, I don't know, that
Like spirits, like gin.
could be sorcerer's power? Is it? I don't know.
Let's just.
Let's leave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to
Damn
get
it,
out
I
of here.
wanted to know what is. There must be something.
Oh, there's
I know
something, but
your
we don't know what it is.
completionist 100% instincts say stay, but let's just leave.
Okay,
Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah,
Yep.
we're getting out of
I
here.
don't like it.
I'm waiting.
But
All right, so
I
Velo
guess
and
so.
Elena are still in the room, all by themselves, unsupervised.
No,
No,
I left
Elena's
them.
left.
Elena has left. Velo is standing by the statue, all by herself, unsupervised.
Well,
Velo is going to cast. Is going to go over here. Where's the
okay,
exit?
we're closing the door.
Velo's going to go here, and she's going to cast a tiny little bonfire on that square.
The text seems to light up a little bit, but nothing happens.
Tony.
All right, so now we have a bugbear, right? Like happening
Go then.
over here in front of us.
Yeah, there is. Was that one of the?
Does it need a bigger spell?
Do you want to roll an Arcana check, Velo?
Yes, I do want to roll an Arcana check. Where's my Arcana? Ooh, it's +5. Come on. 20!
Velo, it occurs to you. Velo, do you speak Draconic?
No, but I do have 25 Arcana.
Okay, you have. I mean, and you've heard that it occurs to you that probably, given just the nature of magic and the mechanics of magic and what you know about the arcane world, that one would need to stand inside the runes in that circle in order to do anything, and that perhaps all one needs to do would speak that phrase in Draconic.
Guys!
Hang on.
I had an amazing idea. Which one of you speaks Draconic? I want to find out what cool thing is in here. I've been
Mouse is on the
promised
way.
there's magic apples and gold and all this sorts of shit in this.
Elena does as well, but I've probably got more hit points if this goes badly. So
Guys, stand on the thing and say the phrase.
okay, I stand on the thing. I say the phrase.
All right. Which mouth do you say the phrase? No. So, let me just see here. So, the mouth of the dragon, of the statue of a Chardalon, hinges open, Nox, and as you barely have time to blink, before a gout of flame shoots out in your direction. The flames swirl around you, but they don't burn. They in fact feel kind of nice, tingly.
Cool.
You have been granted the blessing of a Chardalon. You have advantage on all charisma checks for the next
Yes.
24 hours.
And my charisma's already through the roof.
It's
gonna be good.
it. All that trouble.
Your sexy dancing is going to be out of control.
Super sexy
also-
mode unlocked.
Also, as that's happening, Velo, you notice that there's a stone in the wall behind the statue where that shadow was that looks not quite right.
I want to go poke the stone.
All right,
Okay,
you poke
I'll
the
let you have
stone.
that one. I'll
The
just
stone
head on out.
You
falls
just
on the
sit
ground,
there
and there's a
with
little
charisma.
compartment behind the stone.
What's in it? What's in it?
Let's see. Inside is 34 gold pieces. And
Yes,
oh my god,
mine.
I wish Velo had not found these. 2 flasks of alchemist fire, which are basically,
What does that do?
it's kind of the Dungeons and Dragons version of a Molotov cocktail.
Okay, so what Velo does here is, because everyone else is up there, Velo very carefully and quietly pops the Molotov cocktails in her pocket.
Okay, I was worried you were going to say mouth.
And then she takes the gold and runs up here to, the party and's like, guys, look, I found some gold. Let's put that in the treasury thing.
Do
Yay!
you say
I'm
I
surprised you're
found
sharing.
20 gold pieces?
Yes.
No, I tell the truth about the gold pieces. I do not mention the Molotov cocktail.
All right.
Fair enough.
I feel like we're all gonna
Oh
find
god,
out
this
about
is Chekhov's Molotov cocktail. What will go wrong?
Sorry.
So yes, if you Liz, if you look up alchemist fire flask, it'll tell you. Here,
Oh yeah, I don't care what it actually.
I mean,
what the
it's
details are.
it's nice. You do live in a world full of magic and whatnot, so you can. It's an object. You can throw it 20 feet. Let me,
Molotov. Wait, what's it actually called?
alchemist fire (flask).
Flask.
You know what the sad thing is? It's probably not that much different than your ability to just cause bonfires places.
That's all right. This one I get to throw, so I look cool.
Yeah.
I'm adding it into my items.
You have 2 of those. They're one-time use objects. All right. So you have discovered the secret of a Chardalon shrine. You have made your way into one of the weird arboretums. The plant life already looks just like it's kind of fading a little bit without Belloc and the tree's energy to nurture it. You know that this area of the bottom level of the dungeon is it does have several large arboretums and some tunnels. And I think the last time you passed through here, there was a bugbear gardener wearing a floppy hat. You may want to remind yourself, which lies did we tell that time, and what lies will we tell today that will be compatible with that.
There's no way the dungeon master will remember what lies we told.
Well, I think we charmed this one.
Yeah.
And
what happens when charm wears off, James?
they
They love
remember that they were charmed and there was a horrible trick.
I think what you mean to say is we recharm them.
Well, I was
Very
thinking
quickly.
I could disguise myself as another bugbear.
As a different bugbear?
Oh,
You're
Yes.
way in.
I'll do. I will also bugbear.
Well, let's not. Okay, if you want a bugbear away.
But I'm just like in the shadows behind, like I'm your buddy, but I'm like
No,
smoking.
I think we only need one here to sell a lie. So, if you want,
Fine, I won't be a bugbear.
okay.
I'll be a giant frog.
It might be harder to explain the lie with a giant frog in the background. I'm just.
You could see you rescued me from
Every
downstairs.
group
The
needs
Bellocs frog
needs a
got
Liz.
bigger.
So-
They don't know what size it is.
He's always heard the tale of Belloc's frog, and it is
Yeah,
actually
and
quite
I am-
impressive in person.
And I'm not a disappointing size.
Yeah.
I'm like a proper large frog.
All right.
All
do,
right.
Okay, but don't mind me. Off you go.
do you have an explanation for why you have like 6 people in tow with you, including someone who was brought down as a captive like a week ago? Just
Prison transfer.
that's a hypothetical question that I'm asking.
My charisma is so high. I think anything.
Prison
Aren't
transfer.
we were like covering the great gardens of dungeon.
Yes. We are from Gardener's Question Time.
You spent a nice day with Belloc interviewing him, and now you're done. You're off to get it published.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds good.
yeah, that's totally a lie that I'm telling you because it's plausible, not because I'm making fun of your plan. So
Yeah, but all our plans sound like that. So
Yeah. Do you remember what was the whole thing about like judging plant life? That was like a whole thing that
that
got
was a
us sort of
different
right away.
person, though. This one we just charmed, and he led us around, and then went back up to his duty. I think, unless I'm mixing up my bugbears.
I don't want to do that.
We should
Do we
probably
wanna
just
go with-
charm him.
Yeah, let's try the charm again because we've got multiple charmed people, and he can lead us back through the other way.
all right, so you're gonna move in there, Nox, disguised as a bugbear, and cast charm on him.
Do I need to do the bugbear disguise if I'm just going to charm him?
I don't
I
think
guess
so.
I guess not.
Nah. Okay, I step through the door, and he's exactly where I thought he would be, and I cast charm.
All right, there's a bugbear there working away. It looks like he's working real hard because the plants aren't doing great today. He's doing trimming stuff, putting down fertilizer, and he turns to see you, and you cast charm. Remind us about
Yep.
the mechanics of charm.
Must make a wisdom saving throw 13.
3.
Well,
Well-
sorry, Mr. Gardner, you're ours again.
All right, I forget. I think this gardener had a name, and I've forgotten it. Yeah, sorry, I improvise a lot of names.
Garden bear.
B. Roger
This
Bugbear?
Is
balls.
that? I can't tell if you're
No,
making
that's
fun
the
of me
guy
or
we
not.
killed, isn't it?
That's the one we killed because he was Rudger or whatever. and we
Oh,
called him
Red Gurk
Roger.
was in his hunting cave with the rats.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was the one
R.I.P.
we pretended to be to get in the other
Yeah.
way.
Is this
Our
the one that,
lie,
this is
by
the
the
one
way,
that like walked
and I've
you
got
through the
this
whole
in my
area?
notes. Our lie was that we were fungi enthusiasts.
Yes.
Okay. So
okay. So
we're back. The fungi were great.
I don't think I've met you before.
Yeah. Furian waves. Everybody else, come on in.
All right. Well, I'm real busy here. Try not to interfere with the plants.
All right. Bye.
We weren't. Bye. Have a good day.
Just all right. So you're. It looks like Elle, you're leading the way. Furian, Velo following. Olena, Nox. I'll just mention to Liz Miles, video game style RPG player. You are leaving a door to the east unexplored.
Oh, guys, look, there's a door here. We should check on that.
Have you not
Look at
learned
Killis.
the lesson
I
of
would
the
like.
statue?
I will send my spider under the door.
Okay.
Do we want to use this charmed person for anything? Because they were useful for getting us around as an ID badge, basically.
We could ask him to help us show us out now that we're done inspecting the fungi.
Yeah.
We need to.
Could he show
I'll
us
also say,
through?
you know, you pretty much know the way out. So,
Yeah, but there are quite a few people between. there,
Velo, I'll let your spider sneak under the door.
Yes.
What
does it see?
Inside, there's
Oh,
a
good
very
lord.
sad-looking garden being tended to by some skeletal gardeners, similar to those you fought in the In the first room, there's also a twig light that seems to have died from neglect.
Oh, well, that looks like an exciting room. Let's go back, little spider. Where are you? What did I do with you? Okay, there you go. The spider comes back.
All right.
There's another door at the bottom.
The spider goes through that. Come on, little spider. I have contact with it for about a mile.
That's pretty
Okay,
cool.
goes through the door here.
All right. There's another sad. This garden seems very fungi based. There's several goblins that look like they've kind of piled their gardening equipment in the corner, and like 3 of them are sleeping, and 2 of them are telling. I don't know if your spider probably doesn't speak goblin, but based on body language, they seem to be exchanging goblin jokes.
Oh, I'm not going to bother them.
All right.
Don't mind me.
So we had a way that we could sneak past most of these people. That was like the way we
Yeah.
came
Yeah.
in was
Yeah.
that side
We
thing.
go,
So
we
you
go back
ma-
out
you-
into
you,
the room and then across
gonna-
to the other room.
Yeah, so you're gonna head back. You know, there's a path that kind of goes through Belloc's laboratory, which is staffed.
Oh no!
Staffed by goblins, the best of scientists. I'm going to ask you to roll stealth checks to try and traverse the laboratory without alerting the goblins to your
Oh
presence.
God, where are we?
There are. Let me make sure we got all of you.
Tony,
so there's like.
do I not get strength back until I've rested or something?
Yep, correct.
Okay, all right.
Okay, my spider can scuttle through, right?
Yeah, your spider is real quiet. Fox is real quiet. It's the rest of you with big lumbering
Okay,
adventure
okay,
kits that are going to have to do some stealth.
I get +3 on stealth.
All
How
right,
do we
let me
do
just
this?
let me just do this one at a time and see how it goes. Max, give me a stealth check for getting across the laboratory.
18.
All right, Max, you're twinkle toes. You're across the laboratory without. And is that you guys want to go due south and take the long way around to avoid
Yeah.
avoid sneaking? All right, you head south without any trouble. Nox, you're next. Give me a stealth check.
Okay, I get 14 +3, 17.
That's great. You're across without any incidents. Olena, you're great at stealth, right?
Yep, let's see. 9
9.
total.
You're like walking across and you kind of bump a table and some like laboratory equipment clinks a little bit. It doesn't seem like anyone noticed yet, but might not be great. Velo, you're next.
4.
All right, you knock a table over.
Did you have a stealth plus modifier?
Yeah, 0.
Oh. Well, who let the drunk in?
All right.
Oh,
God!
A goblin commoner pokes his head out of the door.
Velo waves and says, "Oh, why didn't I transform into a goblin first?" Where Velo waves and says, "Hey there, just passing through, you know."
Give me a charisma check.
I like the way Furian just backed into the room.
Yep. I'm peeking around the corner.
Do I have anything that adds to it?
Do you have a charisma score?
Yes, yes, +4. Is that the bit I'm supposed to be looking
Yeah,
at?
add that 4.
+5, 9.
Okay. Goblin looks at you with a confused expression. Seems like Velo, you're just gonna keep going though.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, dude, bye, love you,
Finger
love your
guns.
work, love your work." Big fan of the gardens.
Yeah. Furian, what are you gonna do? You've seen Velo dart across the hallway. There's a goblin commoner standing there looking confused.
Can I? Well, I can either wait, or to see if he goes back in. Yeah, I'm gonna wait and see what he does.
All right, you're peeking around the corner. He goes back in there, and it sounds like he's talking to someone.
I'm gonna go across.
All right. Do you want to roll stealth or just go?
I'm just gonna. I think it's time for us to just go.
All right.
We've been spotted.
Sharwin, I assume, wants to follow you. Elle,
Yeah.
you want to follow them?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. You scurry across the laboratory
And
to
close the door
room to the south.
behind
Close
us.
the door behind you. You know that off of this chamber there's a weird crevice that you can head down for a ways, and so you do that. Now, I think you recall at the far end of that crevasse,
Sure.
Definitely not that.
Passe.
Fancy.
There is a chamber with a fire snake. Probably you don't need to go there. There is a tunnel to the south that went unexplored. And you know that the tunnel to the north leads back to the chamber that leads up to the upper level of the dungeon.
Liz, do you want to send your spider or what?
Oh yeah. Okay. Spiders. Where am I looking? Oh. I forget how to move on this map. How do I move sideways? Sorry. Can't. How do I? I don't know how to move.
Just drag your thing.
It does not drag in that direction. Why wouldn't it let me do that?
Someone move
Why-
the familiars.
Yeah, I moved the spider.
Oh no, I've seen it. Sorry, I feel silly now. I wasn't seeing the thing. Where am I?
You're all the way back up.
Sorry. Where am I sending the spider?
We didn't go down
down
that
the corridor.
that passageway to the south, right?
Where's my spider?
Right next to you.
Next to you.
It's so small you can't see it.
Next to
It's because
Furian.
got okay. Spider goes down here.
All right, there's a little hallway, zigs and zags. You want to keep following it?
Spider, yeah.
The hallway
is
goes
cool.
for a
It's
little
like
while, ends at a
like a
door.
drone.
And spider goes under the door.
Let me just check about that. Which spider leg goes under the door first?
What?
Roll a d8 to find which leg.
Yeah.
Fine. I will.
Or is it a
Number
d6?
five.
I don't know.
The fifth spider leg
Thank-
goes under the door first.
Thank you. Was that so hard? Let me just look up how horrible.
Don't hurt its leg. It's delicate.
I'm just looking up how horrible this room is. Give me a second.
You can always get
Oh,
another
God.
spider.
That is true. I can recast.
So I will tell you, the spider tries to go through the door. The door seems to have swollen with age and is firmly stuck. There's not a space for a spider to go under.
Oh, well.
Oh well.
Guys,
Time to
my
go.
spider's found a door. It looks as though there's like a lot of gold on the other side.
Does it?
Yes, Velo says very convincingly.
Oh,
Roll
I
for
have a
charisma.
spell that can open a door.
That probably is not needed for this door so much as somebody's bigger than a spider to try forcing the door open.
You instantaneously
Go
cause
on.
an unlocked door to
It could be
window to fly
anything
open.
inside. It'll be something cool.
It could also be empty.
It wouldn't have a locked door. if
We've
it
we've
was.
beat the boss.
It could
we
be.
can take on
it could
anything
be.
in this
It could be
place.
7 dragons.
No, it won't be. We've beaten the boss. It will not be something terribly dangerous.
Fine.
And it might be
I'll-
something good.
I'll go down
Yes!
and I'll shoulder the door.
All right, give me a
Yes!
Nox. Give me a strength check.
Come on.
Hang on.
We
Is he
can
doing
do
it? Is he doing it by himself or people going with him?
Right now, he's doing
Oh,
it
I'm
by
going with him.
himself.
I'm right here.
All right, hang on.
Don't worry, I'll back you up. No, I've got
Yeah,
spell
I know
slots.
you're
rolled-
standing a good 20 feet behind him.
I rolled a natural 20.
All right, Nox knocks the door off its hinges.
And
Inside is a desolate, dark, unlit, and incredibly dusty old shrine. Faded mosaic tiles still decorate parts of the walls, but a lot of them have fallen and turned to dust. In the center of the chamber stands a slim pedestal of a rusted iron shape, a dragon built out of iron. It's kind of rearing up, and in the dragon's mouth there is an empty tray. This room looks dusty and abandoned for a long time.
can I Arcana?
Yeah, sure. Give me an Arcana check.
4 plus something. 9 probably. 9.
Nothing seems arcane to you. Like nothing ever.
Okay. I'll step in. Oh, no, I'm not a spider. I'll step in. Can I see any writing?
Give me a perception check.
Okay, perception. I get +1 on that. No, 2.
You do not see any writing.
Okay. I come back out and I close the door.
The door is now closed. It sticks as you close it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right.
We
Jason-
tried.
Yep. How are we doing on time, Jason? I've totally lost track of where we were with all the leveling
We're about
up stuff.
54 minutes in.
right.
Maybe we can just. Do we have a whole other episode in us, or can this just be our big finale?
I don't think I have another episode in me today.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's try to see if we can wrap it up in the next little bit.
Okay. So you head north back to the chamber that you had entered this area of the dungeon in. However, this chamber is not empty as you all move your pieces in without stopping to listen to me. Thank you. The familiar shape of Dern the Hobgoblin
Oh.
awaits you in this chamber. He is flanked
Winston.
by 5 of his friends. As you remember, Dern was the leader of the goblin tribe. This a hobgoblin, a large, kind of orange, pointy-eared, militaristic-looking goblinoid creature who you disgraced and discredited. And he is not happy to see you. I've been looking for you. I think
Can we say?
if I
hi
kill
to
you
him?
and bring your heads up top, I'll be in charge
Bit
again.
harsh.
Do you want?
Okay.
Do any of you want to kill yourselves first?
Can we? Well, buddy, you know,
given
who's
my
got the charisma?
Okay, I
Given
cast
my-
Charm Person on him.
Okay, do it.
13 wisdom save.
Okay. Let's see here. Man, his life is just getting worse and worse. 14.
Oh, man.
He like his eyes seem to sparkle a second, and and then he sees what you're doing, and he holds his sword up and says attack, and the
Right.
hobgoblins charge you.
Given my position, as they start to charge, I am going to breathe a cone of fire. 15.
Do we are
All
we
right.
rolling initiative here?
I think probably this is a good place for a cliffhanger and the end to our session
Okay,
for
sure.
today. Does
Yes,
that seem
because
right?
I have to go to the bathroom so bad.
All right.
So bad. All right. The hobgoblins charge at you, led by their captain Dern. Knocks his nostrils flare with fire. Max readies a weapon. Velo, her hands crackle with energy. Elle readies her scimitar. Furian does something with a wand or a sword or something magically. I don't know. And Olenna probably has a dagger or a bow ready. Somewhere there is a fox and a spider. Will you get the better of Dern again in your second fight with him, or will he finally get the vengeance he has so earned? Well, I don't know if he's earned it, that he really, really wants. For answers to questions such as these, tune in next time to TPK UK. TPK UK.
Okay.
TPK UK. The end.